Jeez. Number one, I'm speechless on what happened last night. Um, First off, let me explain this. Everybody needs to understand this. I'm quite sure everybody agrees that what Will Smith did was not the right thing to do. Okay, that's point taken. We all understand that. But a lot of people are saying that, why did Chris Rock do that joke and everything? Um, okay, put it this way. You know, he's a comedian. I'm a comedian. We all do say certain things, and we're not trying to disrespect in a way. Well, we're just, you know, there's a lot of worse things going on right now that to where we cannot afford to be upset, you know, and it's a ceremony where we're testing where there was testing egos and everything, and that's what that's what comedians do. They test the what you say in certain things, and we're trying to test to see how you're going to react to it. But at the same time, it's just trying to make you laugh. Now, I don't know if he knew about Jada's condition. Um, it could be, I don't know. That's the thing. But at the same time, from that, being that he walked on stage and said what he said, I don't think he really knew. But sometimes, when people put their business out there, not that many people are going to pay attention. So, not a lot of people are not going to say, well, they didn't get that info, so they just proceed with what, because mind you, celebrities have a lot of stuff to do, but comedians, yeah, we gather up info, but there's info if there's certain information that we, not going to that we're just going to miss out, or you know, um, so Chris Rock made a comment, said he's now everybody needs to pay attention to the joke. If you're a comedian, you should pay attention to the joke that Chris said. Chris said, Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. Okay? Now, the question I need to ask is for those of you who has seen, how many people of you out there actually know who G.I. Jane is? So, I'll guarantee most of the people that's taking Will Smith's side really didn't pay attention to the joke or didn't get proper info. So, G.I. Jane, in case you know, and if you don't know, G.I. Jane is a story about a female who was a real badass girl. She became the first female to join a special training for the U.S. Navy. And she, even though she was being criticized and she was being talked down on and everything, she kept striving and kept going and showing the men that she's just as good as they are. And she proved that to all of them, and she became very successful at what she accomplished what she did. So a lot of people are going to look at it and just go, you know, a lot of people are going to say, well, Chris Rock should have said that about her condition, but at the same time, Jada is a strong female, and you have to do the certain comparison to that. You know, Jada is a strong woman. Goes Jada's going through a lot of obstacles, and she's managed to still keep going and doing what she does. I don't look at that as a shot, like a disrespectful shot. I always live by the saying. They say that there's a difference between comedians and people who's being disrespectful. And you know, we're not trying to I, disrespect in a kind of way. We're just saying what we feel and putting it in a way to make you laugh. Now, put it this way: there's comedians that talk about dead people, but they're not getting the flack like they're not getting all that flack. And mind you, if you have been paying attention, Dave Chappelle is getting a lot of flack for his specials because of the subjects he was talking about. But even though he wasn't taking it in a way where he was just being disrespectful, he was just letting it be known. So, nowadays it's kind of like comedians are being targeted for what they say, and it's like we're not being disrespectful at any cost. We're not doing that. We're just trying to make you laugh. That's what comedians do, you know. Um, and my advice to everybody is, if you're the kind that's very sensitive, you shouldn't go to comedy shows. Um, that's plain and simple, you know. Um, because if you can take something so minor and make it a big thing, if you can't handle a joke, then guess what? Um, Stay home, do whatever you need to do. But what the thing that really, um, me personally, if I was Chris Rock and I get slapped on stage, I'm like, hold up a second. I would chase him down and I'll beat the out of him. I'm like, boy, you ain't gonna slap me on stage. You gonna get away with that? We gonna throw down, you know. But I have to respect Chris for just managed to just stay calm, be cool, and just proceed. And the coolest thing about Chris Rock was the fact that he was still funny after what happened. He's like, "Hey, Will Smith beat the shit. Another big moment in television." and, and like I said before, that's what comedians do. Despite what happened, we got to keep doing what we're doing. You know, but also you have to understand this too. Will Smith's actions really is going to overshadow his accomplishment. You know, mind you, he won Best Actor, but not many people now are going to talk about that. They're going to talk about what he did to Chris Rock, and see. We have to all pay attention. So when you're a celebrity, knowing that you have to watch what you do, because guess what? They're going to just, especially in the media now, the media will praise you, but at the same time, they're going to pray for your downfall. And they see how much good you're doing and everything, but they just waiting for you to just slip just once, and then they got you. So guarantee you, if you look at this media right now, nobody's talking about Will Smith winning an award. They're all talking about him slapping Chris Rock. And I know that's not what he was. I know that's not what he wanted to be focused for doing. He wanted his accomplishment. So I'm quite sure he's at home with that mentality, thinking I should not have done that. So, but it's it's a sad situation, because number one, I'm a fan of Will Smith and I'm a fan of Chris Rock. Everyone's got their opinions on certain things. I'm just saying my opinion, and I feel like this. I hope down the road these two guys can just make peace with each other, come to some kind of understanding, and I was hoping, you know, the smartest thing you could do is when you see somebody like Chris Rock do say something like that and you do not like it, you're not gonna, you wouldn't go on stage. I would wait until like the end of the event and just go up to him and go. I would just go up to him going, "Look, I don't appreciate what you're saying about my wife and everything. Do you happen to know that my wife has a condition?" And you start with that kind of, and when you open with that, that starts the conversation. And when that conversation keeps going, and then it comes to the point where both are at the same level where they understand each other, and peace out, love you, bruh, and continue doing it. We all cool again. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just hope that there is a bond. And um, now I hear people now saying, "Oh, if someone makes fun of me, I'm a Will Smith them." I'm just like, Jesus Christ, nah, this is not going to. It's not going to be. Or they like you say, "Oh, what? Oh, I better watch. I better watch what I say because I don't want to get Will Smith up in here and all this kind of all this kind of." But I just I say God bless both of them. God bless Jada, and I just hope that um, all things work out amongst those three. But just make it peaceful. You and I'm just gonna end this by saying, look, we're comedians. We say what we say. We're not saying it disrespect. We're just saying just to laughter. That's our goal. That's what we want to do. We want to make you laugh. That's just it. That's just our focus. And you know, if you and like I said, if you're sensitive to any simple thing that a comedian says, don't listen to them anymore, or just don't go to their shows. Matter of fact, don't go to any comedy show, because guess what? That's what all comedians do. They just say what they feel, and just make and the goal is just to make you laugh, and that's just it. So I just want to say my peace out to everybody, and I just want um, you all be safe out there. Just be peace amongst each other, and you know, saga continues.